caught one right here last time. Oh, bunch of bubbles just came up. What's all that about? There might be a little fry right. That's a monster. That's a monster. I think it came off that fry. I think it came off that fry. Oh God, please stay in there, hook. Oh my God, that's a dragon. That's a dragon. That's a dragon. That might be a dragon. That might not be a dragon. I don't know, but that's the biggest one I've seen today. Holy cow. I'm pretty sure it took me like 12 or 13 seconds before I hooked that fish to get it in the boat. I saw how big it was and I was like, I want to eat that. We have a very special episode for you. This is exciting. So last week I made some jambalaya. We are going to substitute chicken with chicken of the bay, Snakehead. And I ended up dicing it up in little like chunks, sprinkling it with Old Bay, and cooking it in the pan with butter, and it tasted like jumbo lump crab meat. It was so delicious. The wife and I ate it on the side of the jambalaya. We couldn't even add it to the jambalaya. So then I was like, we need to make crab cakes out of Snakehead. And we did. And it was out of this world. And today we're going to do that for you guys. So here's the fish here. I think we have like a little over 3 pounds. I have 2 huge fillets here. What I'm going to do is just sort of chunk it up in a little 1/2 inch, 1 inch pieces. Now, you can cook the fish any which way you want, but I did it like this. It's super simple and it turned out delicious. So right now I'm just going to chunk up all these delicious pieces of snakehead and put them in there. We've got all of our snakehead chunked up. Now we're just going to dust it with delicious Old Bay seasoning. Now I'm going to dust the top and spin it around and sort of get it all coated. Hey, what's that? Get back in there, chicken of the bay. Now you only need a light dusting of Old Bay because we're going to be putting more Old Bay in the mixture when we make the cakes. So we got that Old Bay'd up. I do believe I have my cast iron up to temp. We're just going to hit that with some butter. Oh yeah, sizzle sizzle. Like I said earlier, you can bake this, fry it, grill it, whatever you want to do, but this is delicious. We got our butter all melted. We're just going to throw on our snake chunks. Delicious. This is a massive pan. It smells like Maryland crabs meet Maine lobster. It's absolutely amazing. I'm gonna flip these around a little bit now. You can brown them up a little bit, but you just gotta get them cooked. It doesn't take too long to cook the fish like this. Now, you can break up some of your bigger pieces when it is cooked up. You know, jumbo lump crab size. But let's go over and make our mixture. Put that off to the side. We actually pulled it off the stove so it stopped cooking. Start off with a couple of eggs. Now, I guess in the description I'll link a recipe for just like a pound. You know, it's pretty much a crab cake recipe. But since we have like 3 pounds here, we're gonna do 2 eggs. Probably should do 3, but I don't know how this mixture is gonna go. Then we're gonna add some, what is this? Mayonnaise? Some real mayonnaise. This is how I normally cook. I just sort of throw stuff together. We're gonna use some yellow mustard. Very important ingredient, Worcestershire sauce. Just enough. Another very important ingredient, Old Bay seasoning. Now, like some people put lemon juice in there. We don't have any lemon juice. Some people put parsley in there. I'm gonna do some black pepper because I like to spice it up a little bit. Some black pepper, and since we don't have parsley, let's use some basil. I don't think basil's gonna hurt anything, not a ton. Now, we're gonna mix this up, and if you guys aren't worried about your carb count, I would suggest using Saltine Crackers, but we're actually gonna use crushed up pork rinds. We use the whole 5-ounce bag of pork rinds here. And mix this all up. Now we're gonna add our pork rinds. Now, I guess you want the consistency to end up being like a little smoother than chunky peanut butter. All this is just a binder to keep your fish cakes or your crab snake cakes together. So that's what our consistency is looking like. And now we're just going to add our meat, which is still steaming hot. We're gonna get that butter in there too. You can also add butter. If you're doing this with crab cakes, if you're making crab cakes, you always want to fold in your meat. But Snakehead's a little, you know, fish is a little more resilient than crab meat. So we're just gonna fold this around and mix that all up. Once you're all mixed up, this is a very important step in any sort of cakes you're making, whether it be crab cakes or fish cakes. Cover it up and put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. You gonna close the fridge for me, little buddy?
Yeah.
Or not, you know, that's fine. Now, we're gonna preheat our oven. We're gonna bake these at 450. Get that started, and we're gonna do them for about 10 to 15 minutes, but we'll get to that after we make our cakes. The fridge trick is for at least a half an hour. We're coming up on almost 50 minutes because my daughter had to go to lacrosse practice, something like that. Something like that. So there's that. We're gonna lube up our tray. The oven is preheated now. I turned it off and preheated again. We'll lube up the deal. Now I like taking a cup and I'll smash about a little more than half of a cup full of our meat mixture. That just helps it get going. And these form so nice. Look at that. Not going anywhere. Don't want it to fall apart? That's why you put it in the fridge for at least a half an hour. So I'm going to make all our cakes. We'll throw them in the oven. I haven't eaten all day, and these certainly do look delicious. Before we throw them in the oven, we're going to do a little garnish of Old Bay. You got to do a little Old Bay on top. Well, you don't have to, but I have to. Now you just jam them in the oven because I'm freaking starving. Throw them in there. It's at 450. We're going to check them after 10 minutes. I didn't forget the asparagus tonight. We got some asparagus going in 10 minutes. Put them in for another 2. We'll see you at the table. They look delicious and smell amazing. Woo! And there you have it. A beautiful snake cake. Oh, I'm freaking dying over here.
Have a feast.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Love you. I love you guys too.
I'm sure they appreciate it.
So another 2 minutes did the trick. So 12 minutes at 450. Oh, where'd you go?
Amazing. It tastes like a crab cake. Maybe even a little better.
I was gonna say, I might like this better than crab cakes. Not better than steamed crabs fresh and sit down and pick and eat, but
I think just because the meat is so dense, you don't need a whole lot of filler. Whereas a lot of crab cakes have a lot of filler to keep them together. I don't know. Okay. It's amazing.
Everybody out there, all my snakehead people, make some snake cakes.
Do it.
I mean, you can't mess up this fish.
No, probably not.
We've almost tried, but this
I don't think I tried.
is going to be a favorite around here. I'm going to eat my asparagus now. Almost got it in my mouth.
Butterfingers.
That's good. Can you try it out?
I just had some. I
Did
didn't
it?
drop mine.
Well, at least I didn't get it on my shirt.
This is true. More for me to do.
I did the asparagus in the cast iron as well. It's delicious. I'll link down below a 1 pound recipe. You can try this for any kind of fish or seafood. You can do crab cakes, shrimp cakes,
Crappy cakes.
chicken cakes.
Yes.
I love Snakehead. We're going to be eating it all summer.
I hope so.
Until our next little adventure or cooking session. You guys have a great night and God bless.
Enjoy. Yum.
The sun's in my face piece.
Yes,
I can't see. I need my glasses.